Hello, everyone. Whoo, I'm on a whirlwind. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope well. I am so exhilarated. It's crazy. It has been one of my best weeks in a long time. Oh, it's just so nice. I hope I'm getting my yes. Oh, I did not flip it around. Hang on. Now you can see me. I hope. Here we go. Nice. So as you just saw, if you did, and you can see to my side, my craft room is a hot mess. I have been creating and designing and cutting and prepping all week for different events that I had this week. And I have not taken time to put things away between classes. So, but that's okay. And I said, I got to come live because I haven't seen you guys. Oh my goodness. So this was very important for me to come live tonight. So I just posted on my business page, on this page, about my week and what I've done. You guys, I have had so much fun. If you haven't seen the post, please take a minute to look at it. Be sure to read the captions under each photo. My heart is so full and I am so blessed. So Monday afternoon, we got home from camping. I showered, turned around, and went to a card class, my monthly card class, where I had 7 wonderful women stamping with me. And we used the DSP gallery, beautiful galleries. And that DSP it does all the work for you. And the cards were beautiful. And then on Tuesday, I went and stamped with 3 of my friends and made cards for Smiles for Seniors. It's an organization that they send cards all over the United States to senior living centers. So we're a part of that, and we were able to make 102 cards to send to a place. And the place that was chosen was a place in Utah, so that will be fun. And then today I led a team building event. So we had a Stampin' Up kit, and they made 8 cards, and none of them had stamped before. So I was able to teach them something new. They were very excited. They were happy or excited about the ease of the kit and the end result, that they were beautiful cards and matching envelopes, and it was so beautiful. And they all did a fantastic job. And there's pictures in the post. And now I'm home and I'm frantically getting all the last minute details together because we leave tomorrow to go camping on another trip. So woohoo! So tonight I want to, I got some new product. I'm so excited. Who has seen the 3D embossing folder, the sunflowers? Hello, Sue. Yes, it was great. If you have not seen this, I'm going to use it tonight, and we're going to play with it. So it's still in the packaging. I have not used it. I am using the 2-tone crushed curry paper. It's 12 by 12. Stampin' Up has invested, a big, huge investment. They have every color that Stampin' Up carries in the 2-tone paper. It would be quite an investment to purchase all of them. So I only purchased a handful, and crushed curry is one of them because I knew I wanted to use this embossing folder with this paper. And then I have a piece of pecan pie for the card base. So we're going to play a little bit. It's all brand new. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll figure it out. And so it's kind of like stamping on the fly again. But you know, I find that some of those videos, some of those lives, the stamping on the fly, turn out the best. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to point you to my work surface and we will get started. Hopefully you are in the camera. My camera is actually flipped around, so I can't see the side, you know, like a selfie. But I'm going to point it up just a little bit, and we'll get going. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to take my piece of pecan pie, 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to make a simple card front because the sunflowers is what's going to be the main attraction. So I'm going to take on the short side, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to cut it on the long side at 5 1/2. So then I have 2 card bases. And you know what? I think this card is going to turn out so beautiful that I am going to make 2 cards. Because, you know, if I give one away, I won't have one for myself. Because Lord knows I need to keep a sample of every card I make. Not. Okay. Sue has said, hello, Brother Dave. And I don't see him on here, but she must. So I'm going to say, hello, Dave. Dave is also my brother. He's my crazy, happy, wonderful, healthy brother. He's number 3 of 10. Can you believe that? I'm the youngest of 10 siblings. Wow. All from the same 2 parents. So that's crazy. Well, not crazy, but I guess back in the day, that was normal. I don't know. I don't know that any family with 10 is normal, but okay. So I'm just going to take my snips and drag it down the side of that. And then I'm going to pull this out. So this is 2-tone paper. So you can see, I hope you can see, that one side's lighter and one side's darker. So it's great for scrapbooking and also paper crafting. But I think it was designed mostly for scrapbooking. This is thinner. It's more like the thickness of a DSP. It's a little thicker than DSP maybe, but it definitely is not the thickness of cardstock. And the reason for that is because of scrapbooking. Because if you had 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock that were 2-tone or whatever, and you had that on every page in your scrapbook, that scrapbook would be pretty heavy. Hello, Linda. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. So I am going to, I want a lot of this pecan pie to show through. So I'm going to do 5 1/4. So I'm going to have a 1/4 inch. Actually, I'm going to do 4 first. Then I can get 3 rows of 4-inch strips because it's 12 inches wide. And then I want 5 1/4. You guys, this is going to be so beautiful. I just know it. Also with the 2-tone, so can you see the difference in that? Beautiful. Also with the 2-tone paper, it has a white core. So you'll see what effects we can do with that when we emboss it. Oh, I'm pulling up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and a bag got hooked on my handle. Okay, now this is a 3D embossing folder, so we need our number 1 base plate, and we need the number 4 gray plate. And then I'm going to get my embossing folder. And it's a big folder. It's so you can see my hand, how big this folder is. It's pretty big. And then I'm going to, I'm trying to decide which, I think I want it. Okay. So this is where I'm positioning it on in the folder. So I'm going to get that big flower and then some of them on the edge. But I want that big one. You can position it anywhere you want. So you can choose. So you put this in, hinge side in first, remember? Otherwise you'll ruin that hinge. Oh my gosh, it goes through like butter. Just like butter. You guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal? Oh my gosh. And look at the white core. It already popped some of that white through. Now that's the dark side. I'm going to do the light side this time. And we're going to see what the difference is. If one's more favorable than the other. Or if you like one over the other. And all the colors are that way. There's a light side and a dark side. So there's Pool Party, there's Pretty in Pink, Bubble Bath, Black, Gray. Oh, you guys, I've seen this embossing folder used with the basic gray. Basic gray cardstock, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so there's the difference, the dark and the light side. Then I'm going to take my sanding block. Okay, you guys, this sanding block is an original from Stampin' Up. It is older than old. But what we're going to do is we're going to lightly sand this paper, and we're going to reveal more of that white core. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Look at the difference. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now this embossing folder is a pretty deep emboss, which means the levels, the layers are really in there. The creases and the lines. Very, very beautiful. Okay, there's our 2. Look, I am so glad I've hung on to this sander. I just call it a sander. I think what you could use now, because Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell those anymore. They may come back and have them in stock because of this paper. But you can just use like a square. They have these in the nail section of your stores, like Meijer, Walmart, whatever, with the emery boards and that. So you could just get these, and actually they're probably cheaper at the Dollar Tree. There's probably like a pack of 2 or something for $1.25. But anyway, or you could probably find them on Amazon for a whole pack of 12 or something like that. And then look at that, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. We're going to have some, a piece on the inside too. Let me get that right now because I want to make sure I finish these cards. Okay, I'm using very vanilla. I just think it goes better with those colors. And then I need a sentiment. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I have a whole pile of I finish that thought, Arlena. I have a whole pile of product over on my table, of new product and old that I have not taken care of yet. But I did purchase the Peaceful Pier. You guys, this pier, and then this guy fishing, this little guy fishing, if it's stamped over here, it makes a beautiful card. But this sentiment here, it says, somebody knows, somebody cares, your name is whispered in somebody's prayers. That's why I got this set. That right there, that stamp. It is, it's got me a little choked up. I think it's beautiful. So as you hop on, say hello. Give me a thumbs up or a heart or a like or something. And let me know you're here. Let me know if you have this embossing folder yet. It is absolutely stunning. I absolutely love, 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 love it. Okay. And then I want to use Pecan Pie ink. And, ooh, that's pretty too, upside down. And right side up, or I guess there's not a right side or a wrong side. I only have one label because I wasn't thinking that I was doing two. So I'm going to my box of extra labels. And look at that, there's another one. But I don't think I have another square of pecan pie. I have a tag. Oh, we could do something like that. Yeah, we could do something like that. That'll work. So cool. All right. Open up my ink. I was a bit late getting signed on, so I missed what you used at the start. So we have a sheet of pecan pie, Linda, for the card base. And then this is crushed curry. What's it called? Crushed curry 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. So it's a big pack of 12 by 12. There is 12 sheets in here, and it's $10. And Stampin' Up! Has it in every color that they carry. So I think, is there 48? No, there's 50. There's 10 of each family. That's 40. And 10 in colors. So that's 50. 50 colors. So Stampin' Up! Has really invested in bringing us this paper. All right, so this one is going to be stamped this way. Love it. I think this one I think it will look better this way. So we're going to do them both the same direction. Oh, I love it. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little crazy. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one, and we'll see the difference. I have my Stampin' Mist. Again, this is a red rubber stamp, so I'm just cleaning it with my Stampin' Scrub. And there's a wet side and a dry side. And now it's all clean and it's conditioned. So you've heard me talk about that. A lot of people do not like red rubber. I personally love it because I think it gives a great impression on your stamped project. And also they have it so that it's a cling mount, so it fits on your block, the acrylic block. The wooden blocks, not so much anymore. Those are kind of a thing of the past, and I don't care for them. But I still use them. I mean, if I have them, I'm going to use them. Okay. And then this. Oh, and I've got to cut my very vanilla for my inside piece. So I want it to be 5 1/4. I'm going to save that because that could be a good piece for a label. Like just a banner, just a strip. So yep, we use the pecan pie, the two-tone crushed curry, the 3D embossing folder, and yeah, and then the sentiment from the stamp set. All right. Then I want my blending brush because I'm going to grab some grid paper. Just because I don't want the inside plain. So you brush off and then you come into your piece of cardstock. Then you don't get harsh lines. Beautiful. There we go. I probably should have wrapped the edges here. I should have done the label too, but that's okay. We'll just get the outside. There, that's good. I'm not going to do this one, and I'm not going to do this one, but I am going to do this one. So I'm going to take the brown, the pecan pie, and I'm going to do the center of each of the flowers. That one's hard to get. You might want to use your smaller blending brush for that one. And then that one. And then I'm just going to go around the edge a little bit. it. All right, I'm going to close this up. And then I'm going to glue this down on the inside. And remember, with glue, it only takes a little bit. You don't need to saturate your paper. Dot, dot, not a lot. A friend of me told me that little rhyme. That's enough. It's right there. And then this one. So actually what you could do is dot, 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 not a lot. I don't even put any in the middle. There's no reason for it. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay right there. And then that way it will let your glue go that much farther. Okay. Then I'm taking some linen thread. I think linen thread is perfect for these sunflowers and this color theme. I do think I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. So I'm just running it between my thumb and my bone folder and then pulling it kind of like with curling ribbon like we used to in the day. And then it just straightens it. So that's nice. I'm going to wrap quite a bit around here, at least, yeah, 3 times. 3 times would be good. And then I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need that distraction anymore. And then I'm going to tie this in a bow. I think I want the bow over on this side. And yes, it's a bow, and I know some of you struggle with that, but it's okay. It's really okay to struggle with bows. If you didn't want a bow, you could actually, not tie a bow and just have it, just the string through it and have the label over it. That works too. That works too. Take my snips and then I'm just playing to where I want this at. I do like them spaced out a little bit. I'm going to slide this kind of. See, we're covering up the big flower anyway. I wonder if we went down, brought this down. And then put it here. And then more of it shows. I like that. I like that. Kind of different that I have the bow on the right side and my sentiment on the left, but that's okay. I like it. It's, it's not offensive or anything. Okay, I gotta move this one down a little bit. And it's not moving because it's got a crease in that paper. There we go. And then put that on here. You know what? I think I would like a piece of berry vanilla behind it. Let me see what that looks like. I'm going to, it just kind of blends in. I want it to pop. So 5 1/4 by 4. The problem is trying to cut that I know you guys are probably going to think, oh my gosh, you're untying that bow. Yep, I am. So the problem with cutting paper after it's already been embossed, it tends to tear, not cut. So I'm just going to, I actually want it off of this side. I turned it over. I'm going to cut a quarter off the long side, one of the long sides and one of the short sides. So I'm going to take my blade, my cutting blade. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to take my cutting blade and I'm actually putting it within the paper, not at the end, because when you pull it down, it's going to tear it. So I'm going to put it where there's paper. I'm going to push down and pierce it, and I'm going to go one way and then the other. And then that cut it nice. That cut it nice. And then I'm going to do the same on the short side. Again, bring my cutting blade down within the width of the paper, pierce it, go one way and then the other. And then, yeah, that worked. It did not tear the paper. Yay. All right. That makes me feel better. Then I've got this, and then I've got this. Yes, I like that better. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you like it better? Tell me if you like it better. Don't know. Okay, while I'm waiting for you guys to answer me. Oh, yep, I see hearts and thumbs up. Yep. Good. Then I'm going to wrap this around again. And then tie a bow again. And I have a little more string because it didn't have to go around as wide a piece. Ooh, someone in my family is making something downstairs in the kitchen. I can smell it. Yum, yum. Don't know what it is, but it smells yummy. Okay. Slide it that way. Oh, I was going to go this way. I did it again. You'd think I would have learned the first time. That's all right. We'll just move it down. Move it down. And then we'll have this here. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it all. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down to my Very Vanilla. Thank you, everyone. Oh, hi, Missy. I didn't know you were on. That's cool. That's very cool. And because there's different levels of this paper, I am going to put some in the middle because there's only some raised pieces, and I want to make sure those raised pieces get secured down. And I wonder, that's kind of stark. I wonder, I should have done this before I glued it on there, but that's okay. I'm just going to soften the edge. Soften the edge a little bit. See how that is. Oh yeah, I like that better. And then I'm going to glue this down. Dot, 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 not a lot. actually my friend Missy that's on here is the one. Missy, I call her Missy. Her name's Mary. She's the one that taught me that little saying. Dot, 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 not a lot. Oh my gosh. And then I have to pop this up, you guys. You know me. Gotta raise it. So I'm taking my dimensionals. I should have made an extra one. I did a little pillow gift for each place setting today at the team building event that I did. And they were boxes, and I cut out the center of the top and put one of these clear acetate pieces in it so that you could see through in the box so you could see what was in it. And then I cut out with the party alphabet dies. I showed you these before with each of their initials, and I put that on the top of that clear plastic so you could still see the treats inside. And I don't see, oh, here it is. And it was kind of like the 4th of July theme. So I had these peanut M&Ms. They were awesome. Red, white, and blue. And they were so cute. So there's a picture of them in my post that I just did before we came live here. So check it out. It was so cute. Okay. Pop that up. Oh, you guys, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then inside. Oh, someone's going to love that. Someone is going to love that. Okay. So now this one, I am not going to use all the blending brush, the ink. I'm just oh, I got to cut this one down. So again, I am taking a 1/4 inch off the long side and the short side. I'm going to bring my cutting blade down, pierce it, go forward and backwards. And I know you can't see it, but I can't do it up there because I can't see up there. I'm too short on one end. That's what my husband's always said, but we haven't figured out which end I'm too short on. Glue this down. Yes, Missy, I knew you would like that. Missy is my chocolate friend. She loves anything chocolate. You can't go wrong with that, right, Missy? Okay. And then again, I'm going to use some linen thread. Actually, yeah, I think I'll use linen thread. Yeah. And then I'm going to straighten it by running it between my thumb and my bone folder. I'm going to turn it this way and oh, that's not long enough. That's not long enough either. Whoa. I'm actually going to just tie this in a knot. And I'm going to tell you why, because this is going to be a tag, so there's going to be a bow on that. And then I'm just going to cut it short because the tag is going to be on there. think my husband actually went back out to finish mowing. He got caught in the rain. We got a rainstorm, downpour, and he got all wet. So now he's trying to finish it before we go camping, because it's kind of crazy out there. You know, it grows and we're gone for a week at a time. I'm going to just take a hole punch and punch in the center there. I just eyeball it. I do not get all, you know, I'm not concerned with everything lining up perfectly. I know there are people that do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just not one of those people. I think close is good enough. And actually, a lot of times I'm like spot on. So sometimes I'm not, but it doesn't concern me. So I just go with the flow. Okay. I guess I'm not tying a bow. I guess I'm just going to have tails out there, which is fine. That's fine. And then I think I'm going to pop that up also with dimensionals. So it's not going to be a free-flowing tag, which that would be pretty too. Sue says, hi, Becky. So Becky must be on too, which I don't see her on. So Becky, say something in the comments if you can, so I know you're here. That would be awesome. Okay. And then I need something here. We use these great little, what are they called? Rustic metallic, embellishments, dots, whatever. Monday night at our class. And I love them. We might need 3, because you know you're supposed to embellish with embellish with, say it, Arlena, odd numbers. Oh, here's some little ones. I like the little ones. Where can I put the little one? I'll put it right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. All right. And then put that on there. So I have to try to pack a bag of Stampin' stuff while we go, for when we go camping. They are predicting 1 day of rain while we're there, so I want to be prepared. I'm wondering if this one I don't think this one needs the embellishment. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me what you think in the comments if this one needs embellishments too. I don't know, because it's got the blending ink, the you know, the pecan pie blended into it. If that's enough, or if we need some. What do you think? Let me bring them up closer. Does that help? think? No, love it as it is. Okay, all right. Awesome. Okay, so those are our cards tonight, you guys. Aren't they wonderful? Oh my gosh, I love this embossing folder. So, I got it. I got the paper, or I got different colors of paper, like 3 or 4. There. So, oh, thank you, Missy. Maybe just one on the tag. One on the. This isn't a tag though. It's just like one up here. I know we can put it on and take it off if we don't like it. What do you think? It's an odd number, right? Thank you, Linda. Hello, Robin. So what do you think? You think 1 is good enough? I think it might be. Or do we want it on the very vanilla? What's the name of the embossing folder? I'll get it for you in just a second. There or up here on the brown? Let me know what you think. The name of the embossing folder is, and it's a big one. See in my hand? It's huge. It is called Sunflower 3D Embossing Folder. It is so, so gorgeous. Okay, so what do you think? You want me to leave it there? You want me to move it to the Pretty Peacock? Or, not Pretty Peacock, Pecan Pie? Or remove it all together? What do you think? Do, 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 do. Let me know. You're welcome. On the brown. Okay, we'll move it one more time then. I do think it does add just the right touch. Okay, there it is. All right. Now, you guys. Oh, I didn't bring any of my order is still downstairs. I just brought the crushed curry up. So I'm just going to grab a couple different colors of paper. Hold that thought. I'm going to do a basic gray and this is going to be really weird, a Coastal Cabana. I just grabbed one. I saw the piece there and yeah. All right. So I'm going to, because I liked it matted, you know, with this other accent color around it, I'm going to make it this. So it's going to be 5 by 3 3/4 maybe. Yep, 3 3/4. So I want it 5 by 3 3/4. Now this is not going to have the white core in it because this is my regular. This is the regular cardstock. 3 3/4. But you'll get the idea. Okay. Then I'm going to bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine back in. Again, we have base plate number 1. Then we have the embossing folder. We're going to put paper in, hinge in, end in first, run it through, and I'm going to wait to show you, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the basic gray. Hinge end in first, base plate, or plate, the gray plate number 4 for 3D embossing folders. And again, it goes through just like butter. It looks like my lap, or no, I guess not. I thought I was frozen there for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna show that. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. Put this aside. It definitely looks better with the two-tone paper because it has the white core. But look at the difference. Nice, huh? So there's the Coastal Cabana. Who would have thought putting that through Coastal Cabana? And then the basic gray. Actually, I love those colors together. Ooh, I like those. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So then I'm going to... Oh, now I'm like thinking, ooh, outside the box. I'm going to take my black. Actually, I'm not going to take black. I'm going to take my basic gray. And then I'm going to use my little brush, basic gray. Bring my paper in again. Ooh, my basic gray is kind of dry. And I am putting my finger on the head of the brush, because if I had it back here, this handle is very thin and very flexible when you push on it, and I would hate to snap that off. Not that I've ever done it, but I can see it happening. So, oh, I do like that. And then I'm just going to go lightly over the rest of it. And then this will give it more interest. So there it is, accented. That's pretty. All right. And then I'm going to cut this piece 4 by 5 1/4. Right, sunflower's not just for yellow anymore. You're right. You're absolutely right. Look at that on there. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. And then there's the Coastal Cabana one. Oh, you guys. The possibilities are endless. So if you don't already own this and you love sunflowers, I think this is a must to have in your stash. This is with the blending brush, and this is without. Both equally stunning, and I think they're awesome. I can see many cards made with this fall, which reminds me, so our next, with Missy and Fran and Connie and I, we get together 6 times a year, And we make cards for Smiles for Seniors, which is an organization. I'm going to point you up to me so you can see me talk. Hello. It's an organization for senior citizens. The cards go all over the United States. So Missy picks a place at random, and we make as many cards as we can over a 2-day period, usually one night and then into the next day. And however many we get done, that's how many we send. And our next get together is in August, and we are making fall theme. Well, wouldn't this be perfect for fall? So Missy, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be making a lot of these so I can have card bases ready. That's what I did this last time. I had a banner. I had 16 banner cards prepped before I got there, so it made my time more not profitable, more yep, I'm not thinking of the word, productive. So yeah, I think I'll do that for this. And you guys have an awesome rest of your evening, and I promise I'm going to clean this up. Next week we are going to a state park that we have not been to before, so I don't know how the service is there, the Wi-Fi service. But if I can get a signal, I will come live. I'm not sure when though, but we'll see. If not, it's gonna be 2 weeks before I see you again. Well, yeah. So like 2 weeks from Tuesday or today. 2 weeks from this past Tuesday or 2 weeks from today, and we'll go from there. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool and stay hydrated. And thanks for hanging out with me. Yes, Missy. Yeah. And remember, I love you guys. So you take care. Bye-bye.